This is video 3 church. I'm here now at City Hall. Remember, I came out with the Gabriel is a stalker sign a few minutes ago on MLK. And wanted to finish the update. I wanted to tell you something else about this here with Trammell, is that I ended up calling the phone number here for the police department, the 503-823-0097. I called them 3 times. The first time nobody answered. The second time, actually I called 911, and then this is for the incident, the rape incident that occurred. And like I told you, it happened 5 times, or it happened 1 time, and then all the other times, I'm not sure what, because I blacked out. I blacked out 5 times. The first time it was a direct hit. The second time, kind of like I wasn't sure. The third time, I think they stuck a needle in my heel. The fourth time, 4th and 5th time I remember, and then the 6th time, this was after 2 a.m. She came out again, and she did something else, to offend the body. But anyway, with this case number here are these 5 report numbers. I called the non-emergency number, and I finally did get through the first time. They hung up. I called again, and I told them that I need a cop to come and take a police report because of the sexual assault that occurred. They told me they'd connect me to non-emergency. They'd connect me, but they never did. They hung up. This is the front desk of the police department. So I ended up calling the district attorney's office, which is the 503-988-3860 number, and spoke to the office. This was on a Friday morning. Friday morning, and they told me, they connected me to IPR, which is in this building here, Independent Police Review, and I left them a message, and all of these numbers with the names of the officers on them, including this one from Trammell. So this woman here, when I say that she's a stalker, I mean, she doesn't stop, and it's not just, and somebody is using this woman as a slave to basically piss me off and do all of the stuff that they're doing. I mean, I don't understand what's going on in their mind, but everything that they're doing, it seems like they're doing it to either force me to leave Christianity, force me to leave the faith. Everything that they're doing is for me to deny the faith, to hate the church, to hate God, to hate Christ, to deny God, to deny Christ. I mean, sometimes I even think I'm talking to an enemy rather than to the Son of God, And I'm thinking, okay, are you with me or are you with them? I'm not exactly sure, Lord. I mean, are we friends or are we enemies here? Even the Father, sometimes I'm thinking, I don't know if they're with me, standing with me, or they're standing against me. Like the divine counsel of heaven is against me for whatever purpose or reason. So sometimes I feel like I'm in conflict with them. Yesterday when I woke up, I said to them, well, why don't you just kill me? Just take me out. I don't understand any of this. But they didn't. They left me here. An African American came out and stood outside of my tent and started talking. I'm not exactly sure what he said, but nonetheless, that's what occurred. This is the last thing I didn't tell you about, was this here. I was outside of my tent on Wednesday, either Wednesday or Thursday night, and I was, Thursday night, I was just pitching my tent there on a 2nd and Main, and a person approached me, and he reminded me of Jim Caviezel, the actor. Remember I told you I watched a movie with him called The Outlanders, and he was pissed off because so many people would not have died if I had not watched the movie, because it was a portal or something like that. But anyway, somebody from his series, or somebody that would have reminded me of him, not directly, kind of indirectly, Not sure why, and I'm telling you this for a reason, because Christianity has become very, very dangerous. Be careful what you say to God. Be careful what you say to His Son. Be careful what you testify, because everything that you testify and that you get from this New Testament, sometimes I think that they're not even standing with this book anymore. Okay? And I don't know how many people have been through what I've been through, but it didn't get any better. You know, Jesus didn't come swooping down here to redeem me and to save me from any of this. If anything, it increased. It didn't decrease, it increased. And so anyway, that night when I didn't eat the food that was given to me as a, just sort of like, here, would you like some steak? And I said, I was kind of like, not really, because of COVID. And also, Colin Powell had just died of COVID. I didn't want to get it from anybody. So anyway, he handed me the food, and I left it there. I didn't eat it. The Lord says, don't eat it. You can eat the chicken, but don't eat the beef. It was big chunks of beef, sort of like half of the size of my hand here. And they said that God said that somebody had taken blood, a COVID blood, from their own arms, and from Gabriel, okay, or from, I'm not sure, I guess Gabriel, and put the blood inside of the beef, sort of like to show beef with blood in it, sort of like rare, that rare look. And there's a reason behind that too. There's a reason for it. I was at the park, or near the park the other day. There's a park up a hill there. There's a restaurant. I was walking by, and the people were outside eating beef that was rare, and it looked bloody on the inside. And so I think that was the blood of a cow rather than a human blood. And this time they handed me a box. I didn't open it to find out. I didn't cut the beef open. I didn't eat any part of it. I just left it. But what I was told was that there was COVID blood in it. And that day, the Lord had told me to go to the store and buy some food. So I bought this and a drink at the Peterson store on 4th Avenue, and I wrote on it, "Thank you, U.S. government," Philippians 4:19. And for what reason? Because of the clean food. The food was clean and it didn't have anything in it, because of this EBT card that they give me a monthly allowance. It's like $16 a month. One of these, and I use this to buy clean food rather than the food that was handed to me. So, and that was the beginning of the COVID hits, so I thank God that the COVID results were negative. I didn't have COVID, but I think what I ended up getting was syphilis again, so that's why there's lesion on my genital. And today, after I'm done here at 24 hours, I'm going to go up the hill to see if I can get another Bicillin shot, and I don't know if that's going to take me until midnight, so I brought an extra jacket just in case. And I don't like staying up there simply because the bus terminal stops running after a certain amount of time. I may not end up turning on. If I do turn on this video camera up there, it's because something has happened. I'm going to try to finish uploading the sermon that I had preached the other day on Esther. I know I still have 2 more videos to upload, and so keep me in your prayers, because I really would rather be at church this morning, standing with you. As I'm talking to you, my shingles are acting up, so I'm on meds for that too. And I have pain here, genital, my blood, the whole thing. It feels like somebody's trying to shut this down and send me home to Jesus. If he'll take me, at this point. Anyway. I don't have any more to say. I don't have a sermon to preach, but I have a bag of chips here that I have to clean up and be on my way. And God be with you. Continue to pray for the church, because I'm sure Satan is doing far worse than what I've reported to you here. Okay? God bless. Let me pray. Father, I thank you for this morning. I thank you for this hour. I ask you for forgiveness. If there is any sin in me that needs to be repented of, I repent this morning in front of the church. I ask God that you would, like David, like the same way you forgave David in Psalm 51, that you would forgive me for whatever my error was that brought about all this persecution, the stalking here of this Haitian woman, the sexual assault of this woman. These people wanted to kill me with COVID and now syphilis. God, I pray that you would remove these Haitian women and this Gabrielle Franklin from her post. If this is the doing of the Queen, I pray that you remove the Queen. If this is the doing of the Klan, I pray that you remove the Klan. If this is the doing of the Jews, like they did to your son Jesus and Peter and Paul, then God, I pray that you would remove them also. And so that I can continue running this race of faith and get back to normality. So I feel like at the age of, now I'm in my 50s, this should have ended, but unfortunately it did not end. It just continued and got worse. So God, I pray and ask that you would heal me this coming week and restore me to housing. I'm still waiting for West Shore Apartments to respond. The position that they took yesterday in sending the representative who hit with the dog was probably not what I wanted. But if it is your will for me not to be in that apartment complex, then God, I pray and I will wait until the proper time and the proper place is open for me to find housing again in Portland. And this I pray in Jesus' name, amen. I pray for your protection.